Top of the Morning is brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Kelly Harmon, providing you with well-researched guidance backed by Edward Jones' extensive team and technology that help you prepare for retirement, children's education, or other financial goals. Call 252-473-1006 or visit the link.
Do you like NASCAR? Do you like a Tribe Called Quest? Well, you gonna love the Urban Conservative.
Do you like manwich and nachos? Well, then you'd love the Urban Conservative.
Do you like guns? Do you like butter? Well, you're gonna love the Urban Conservative.
Yo, what's good, son? You like pit bulls, say? You like solving Sudoku puzzles? Then you gonna love the Urban Conservative.
Hey, buddy, if your car making a sound like this, you might want to get you some power steering fluid and check out the Urban Conservative podcast.
Are you repulsed by the idea of drag queen story time at your local library, but enjoy Carol Baskin TikTok memes? Then you would enjoy the Urban Conservative.
Do you want to slap your boss and then go home and make yourself some golden brown pancakes covered in butter and freshly made warm boysenberry syrup? Then you'll love the Urban Conservative.
If you're a little over Cardi B and you're repulsed by the thought of Hogmaw, check out the Urban Conservative. You ready? If you think the earth is flat and always on that weird side of YouTube, check out the Urban Conservative. They'll set you straight.
If you're in a chasing dopey and you love South Fishing Festival, check out the Urban Conservative.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. It is time for Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. I am Abdul Ali, that guy up there. It's my twin brother, Raheem, Architect Soto. You're checking out us live on the Urban Conservative. Our mission to share conservative values and principles and the benefits of conservative policies to urban communities across this great nation of ours. We appreciate all the love and the support. You can find out more about what we do by visiting tuconservative.com. That is the website where you can get the Hamilton plan to help us keep the dice rolling here and help us keep spreading conservatism across this great country. Top of the morning, bro.
Sir, good morning. Good morning. Top of the morning, folks. Hope everyone is doing well, fantastic, amazing. Happy Valentine's Day.
It
right?
is.
First and foremost. Listen, I gotta tell y'all, I love black people. Okay.
I don't like the way this is starting, but okay.
Love black. But there's a genre of our folks who are hell-bent on ruining every holiday. You know, because this is the official study of you used to give the woman away because the box of chocolate makes her a whore. And I'm like, yo, man, shut the fuck up and give your girl a box of chocolate and some candy and say Happy Valentine's Day. Stop trying to ruin every goddamn thing. Everything ain't that deep. Everything don't gotta go back to the original philosophical disposition that the Valentine was the heart, the booty, and the upside. Like, shut up. I can't stand it, bro. Look, it's every holiday. Everyone. Easter is the study of the Ishtar and the but like, no. We're in America, bro. Valentine's Day is the day that all of us that are in great relationships who know better.
Yo, do the lunch, bro. Just do the lunch.
Come on,
just
man.
Do the lunch, bro. But buy the red thing.
If you don't take your
Valentine's Day was originally for Hallmark to make it sell cards. It's nothing more than the corporatization of the ancient.
My God, I'm gonna need you to cut that BS out and go buy your wife some flowers, man.
That's it.
Please. I love our folks, but it's like I went on Instagram and it was like, and Valentine's Day is the evilness. And if you buy your wife chocolate, you making her a whore by buying her the chocolate. I'm like, what is that? How is that even logical?
I don't even want to get her the chocolate now. You done ruined it. I was excited about getting her the chocolate.
I didn't ruin it. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, like, that ruins it. Like, it's like, dang, I was about to, and then I'm
still gonna do it. Listen, these are the same group of people that think, white people are still evil. Like, I just noticed there's a lot of unks around when some people say there's a lot of unks around when they start talking that nonsense.
And not uncles, ladies and gentlemen. He means unks, as in the Egyptian unk. Oh,
yeah,
my God.
Time I see that, it's like, these are the same crowd. But anyway, yeah, happy Valentine's Day to all of the Valentines. Heather, happy Valentine's Day. Yeah.
All right. To some of y'all, this might be a Valentine's Day gift, though. This guy got impeached in the U.S. House. That to some is a Valentine's gift of some type. And so let me ask you a question. What does this actually mean for the average person watching this who goes, I thought we only impeach presidents? What does this actually mean, though?
Okay, so Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas was impeached in the House. So the Homeland Security Secretary was impeached last night with a 214 to 213 vote over his handling of the immigration at the U.S.-Mexico border. He is the first cabinet secretary to be impeached in 150 years.
Wow. History.
150 years. Democrats have a majority in the Senate. So the trial will be held over whether to convict him or remove him from office when it returns on February 26th. Now, we don't have a Republican majority in the Senate, so this is more than likely not going to make it through the Senate, okay? Democrats have a majority, like I said, where the trial will be held on February when they return. That's extremely unlikely since 2/3 of senators would have to convict and remove him from office. Chuck Schumer, who is the Senate Majority Leader, said the impeachment is a sham. Joe Biden has also criticized Republicans for moving forward with impeachment. History will not look kindly on the House Republicans for their blatant act of unconstitutional partisanship that is targeting an honorable public servant in order to play petty political games.
All right, okay? So let me throw this at you. And this is coming from Senator John Cornyn's website. Since Biden took office, around 300,000 unaccompanied children have been encountered at the border and then placed with sponsors in the U.S. They're being forced to work in meatpacking plants, food processing facility, and construction jobs, and they're being treated as indentured servants as they try to pay off debts to their traffickers. The Biden administration can't tell you where a lot of these kids are or whether they're being fed, sent to school, abused, or work. Since Biden has taken office, the fentanyl epidemic is killing more than 70,000 people a year. Between October 22 and April 23, Customs and Border Protection seized about 17,000 pounds of fentanyl at the southern border. In fact, from March of 22 to March of 23, they seized enough fentanyl to kill every single American 14 times over. One of the most noticed examples is in 2021, 15,000 migrants arrived at the border in Del Rio, Texas, a town with a population of about 35,000 people. So about half of the population of this town in illegal migrants came over the southern border. And then you have this guy saying, we have operational security of the border. He actually said that in a House hearing. We have operational security of the border, but the numbers do not dictate that. So what's the likelihood, bro, that the Senate does this?
Not very likely.
You don't think a few Senate Democrats jump over?
No. I think the days of the moderate Democrat are behind us. I think you're either playing ball or you're not. Name a moderate
meeting.
Listen, name a moderate Democrat. Name one.
A moderate Democrat?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. You used to be able to say Joe Manchin. Then he caved.
I was about to say Joe Manchin. You took that yeah.
Nope, he caved.
Yikes.
Name one. If anybody in the audience knows one, name a moderate Democrat. Who do you consider a moderate Democrat?
Is there a such thing?
There used to be. There used to be moderate Democrats. It used to be a thing, right? That's not a thing anymore. So, I mean, the fact of the matter is with this guy, with Mayorkas, what is the amount of, what are we at as far as numbers right now? Can you pull up the numbers? How many illegal migrants did you say have entered the country?
Since Biden has taken office, U.S. Customs and Border Protection has logged more than 5.4 million illegal border crossings, at least 1.5 million gotaways. That is border crossers who were detected by CBP technology but who were never apprehended.
So what's the bottom line number?
5.4 million. Of those, 1.5 gotaways.
All right. Do we need to start pulling up the migrants that y'all claim are asylum seekers are running rampant through New York City and other places? Hold on, let's do this.
Do we need to play the video of the migrants beating up the New York City police officers? Do we need to play that? I mean,
no,
we don't need to play that. But the point being that we cannot for 1 second, and this is why this is so important for folks to realize these elections have consequences. And the fact that you have a Democrat Party who, by and large, wants to create a new class of Democrat voters by bringing them to this country, by giving them free stuff. It's not a conspiracy theory anymore. New York City, 80-something million dollars, these different places, tens and tens of millions of dollars in taxpayer money going to feed, clothe, and house illegal migrants. It is essentially the left wanting to create a brand new voter base because they're losing the black voter base. They're losing it. And little do they...
I saw a video where they were like asking people who you're going to vote for, asking the migrants, well, they're going to vote for the Joe Biden. Like, what did you think they were going to say? Of course they're going to vote for the guy that told them to come here and get the free shit. Of course they're going to do that.
Right.
Like,
but this also, though, and before we move on, this is a very big... It's a problem that Republicans don't realize how bad we're shooting ourselves in the foot sometimes, especially when we jump over to talk about this whole situation with the Santos election, and good job Republicans on that. But folks, we're going to take a real quick commercial break. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back here on Top of the Morning. Don't go nowhere.
Tuesday, March 5th, vote Jim Key for North Carolina State Auditor. He's the only candidate with federal auditing experience. Vote Jim Key, your key to accountability for North Carolina. Paid for by the Committee to Elect Jim Key.
All right, folks, you're back on Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. Mayorkas impeached. Good job, Republicans. Now, bro, this is a tough thing for me as a dedicated Republican, bro. As somebody who has put a lot of time, energy. I think I've burned through 2 sets of tires. I think I've hit the 225,000 mile mark on multiple vehicles. Yo, helping the GOP in North Carolina as a bona fide dyed-in-the-wool Republican, this is tough for me. But y'all see what just happened in George Santos' election? Did y'all see what happened in George Santos' election, bro? Swazi wins that election. They put another Democrat in the U.S. House, another one. As if we could afford another Democrat in the U.S. House. Because of redistricting, there's a couple of states that we're going to lose seats in, and this did not help. But Ra, in mad rapper-esque terms, tell them why you mad, son.
All right. So, I want to be clear. I know some of the people involved in this directly. And this isn't a personal thing. This isn't a personal attack. It's not even an attack. This is an observation, okay? Republicans are responsible for the loss of that seat, okay? Republicans are directly responsible for the loss of this seat. Now, the issue at hand is that you have congressmen who pushed to have Santos removed, who has not been convicted of anything at this point. He has not been convicted of anything at this point. You have Democrats like Mr. Menendez, Gold Bar Bob, who's still sitting there. Gold Bar Bob is still in the Senate. Right or wrong?
He is the U.S. Senator for New Jersey, one of the most influential and powerful Democrats in the country, had almost $500,000 in cash stuffed into jacket pockets, closets, and a safe, along with 13 gold bars, 2 of them marked as 1 kilo in weight.
While you guys speaking to those that push for the expulsion of Santos, while you guys may have won a moral victory or a political victory even, it has done more harm than good. Okay? Now we've given a seat to a Democrat. You essentially handed over a Democrat seat. You effectively burned through $15 million that could have been used somewhere else to win a seat we might have not otherwise been competitive with.
Yo, we got U.S. House District 1 in North Carolina, where it is now the first time ever that seat could be won. But $15 million they blew?
Anywhere.
No, bro. I said to you off air, I said, that sounds like a consultant hit job. Like a bunch of people were at the trough. Just...
Well, but the fact of the matter is it wasn't a good move. It wasn't a good move. In my opinion, it wasn't a good move. The man has not been convicted of anything. Is he a terrible human being? Probably, right? Did he do what they say he did? Probably, right? However, in America, you have the presumption of innocence. Am I wrong?
No, you're correct.
So what did we gain from this? Besides a few pats on the back for these people that were a part of the circus. What did you get? We're out 15 million. We got Swazi there, who's some believe a moderate Democrat, but his voting record doesn't say moderate Democrat. Now, the thing is interesting is that where he's at, he's going to have to vote in line. He's going to have to make some tough decisions over the next 7 months coming into this general. He's going to have to vote in line with Republican constituent wishes. But then how do you go against your own party, right? He's going to have to vote in line with either Biden, and which if he does, he's going to lose the seat without question, because it's just people have had enough. But this was, in my opinion, a terrible, terrible move by House Republicans to get this done. There's no victory in this. There was no victory in the expulsion. Now we see the vote yesterday was 214, 213. Could have been 215, 213. So I think this was a terrible, terrible decision to make. At the end of the day, the idea, I'm not a big cross endorsement guy, right? I really am not. I'm not fond of Republicans cross endorsing Democrats or conservatives cross endorsing Democrats.
We can't do that. We don't do that in North Carolina. I don't know.
We do it here. We do it here.
We do not. You cannot do that. And you get a lot of trouble here for that. You get a lot of trouble for that.
Hey, clearly here there's a different agenda. I'm not okay with it, right? I understand that, there's a lot of backroom horse trading, as it were, but I'm not okay with that. Like, if I'm in a leadership position, that doesn't happen. There's no cross endorsing a Democrat. Yeah, we're going to ride this one, but obviously you want to bring some wins home. Now, was she a lot more of a conservative option? Sure, her talking points are very conservative. So
but she was a Democrat nonetheless.
Now, maybe a nice enough woman. I don't know her personally, right? So maybe a nice enough woman, but you have to consider something. We had a Republican in the seat. Good, bad, or ugly. We had a Republican in the seat who
was going to vote
Republican. He was going to vote like there was an R next to his name. Like he was going to do that. Now, do I agree that Santos should have been, what is the term? Censured or publicly censured or whatever the case may be?
Had a seat. Basically what you were supposed to do. And let me just fill me out on this one. What you were supposed to do was leave him there until he was convicted of something. At that point, you take action. But other than that, you ain't on no committees. You don't have no leadership position. No. You had better vote.
You don't get to come to the Capitol Club. Nobody gonna sit with you.
You don't get You're a pariah. What do they call it? You're technically persona non gratis, but until you're convicted of something, you're the guy.
So I again, you know, I think it was a terrible move. But the reality of it is it's not my district. This is what the people of that district, you know, have chose. But the race was closely, excuse me, in a victory speech briefly interrupted by protesters calling for a ceasefire in Gaza. The race was fought amidst a closely divided electorate. So you know, it was 87% of the estimated vote tally. Mr. Swazi had 54 to 45.
So this was a blowout. This wasn't even close. In
And
those
and
terms, it wasn't even
so
close.
I mean, I think we could have got more out of that $15 million had we just put it in a pile and lit it on fire and used it to heat a homeless encampment. I think we might have gotten more out of that, you know, by measuring the BTUs coming off of the piling steam of money, right? You know what I'm saying? I think we'd have gotten more out of it. I don't know what we got for that $15 million as Republicans. I don't know what we got.
Well, good job, House Republicans, on that one. Ladies and gentlemen, you're checking out Top of the Morning. We're going to come back after this quick commercial break. We're going to talk about Biden forgetting. Oh my gosh, we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are back with the TUC twins here on Top of the Morning, the internet's best 30-minute morning show. Got to give a big shout out to each and every one of the people that support the platform and what we do. You too can sponsor a show, sponsor an episode by visiting tuconservative.com. We also take cash apps if you want to throw us a little something on Cash App to keep the dice rolling at $TUconservative. But I got to give again a big shout out to all of our supporters. If you're a candidate running for office, we can help you reach our audience of thousands. But just reach out to us. We'd love to be supportive of conservative candidates, especially in urban areas. Now, bro,
hold on. I gotta give a shout out, right? Shouts out to our Suffolk County GOP leader Jesse Garcia. Wonderful mug, man. The chairman's reserve mug is an amazing thing.
Let me see that. That's a pretty mug, bro.
That's a nice mug. Shouts out to Jesse on that mug.
That's a really nice mug, Chairman.
And it's a Yeti. You know, they went Yeti on the Chairman's Club mug. Come on.
Yeah, that's a nice mug.
So I'm proud of that mug. And then also I got to give a big shout out to our state party, because look what I just got in the mail. Well, look what I just got in the mail today.
What is that? Is that your New York State Republican Party membership club?
Let me get this right. Mirror my camera. Yeah, there you go.
That is freaking awesome.
So shouts out to Chairman Cox on this. I appreciate it, sir. I mean, I did pay for it, but you know, but shouts out to the whole new NYGOP. Of course, we appreciate you guys very, very much for supporting the podcast. Thank you. Now, yeah, the blank stare kills me. The blank stare to oblivion. It's like, like that's what noise I hear every time I see that face.
So, okay. There was a CNN video that came out, right? There was a CNN video, and it came out, and it was like, Trump is getting older. It wasn't a CNN video. It was a Nikki Haley ad. I don't know if you saw the Nikki Haley ad where she's like, he's getting older, and da-da-da-da. Okay. I can't, bro. I just can't. I'll just do this. I just can't. I don't even know how to.
Oh, what did you do? You closed it.
Yeah, by accident. Here you go.
Some movement, and I don't want to.
Come on.
Or maybe choose my words.
Everybody chooses their. All right, yo, son. I can't, bro.
This is elder abuse, people.
There's been a response from the.
Wait, stop. He looked for the word "from." Did you see it? He was like, there's a word here. They don't got an earpiece for this guy?
Choose my words. There's some movement. There's been a response from there's been a response from the opposition, but yes, I'm sorry, from Hamas.
All right, check this out. Check this. This is our guy.
Don't you share about your passion of sports?
I'm playing AAU basketball right now.
Are you really? Are you guard?
Yes, sir.
Now, what grade are you in?
7th grade.
7th grade.
Right now I'm just doing basketball, playing guard on the JV team for my school.
How about in school? How y'all doing in school? You should tell the president about the school.
Favorite thing about it is the business academy I'm in. You get to like travel, so we've been to like NC State, Wake Tech, and
You're kidding me.
yeah, we went to this small dry cleaning business, and it's cool. It's a great experience.
I'm impressed. Is that a new program at the school?
Yes, sir, it is. It just started just a couple of years ago.
You know how much this guy loves you. You can just feel it, can't you?
Yes, sir.
Your dad jumped in front of a bullet for you. By the way, your dad's
What?
hard to raise. Once you're a teenager, we're hard to raise. So you gotta be patient with us, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
A little patient.
Yo, what?
Oh, I want the root of
Bro, what is that? This is elder abuse, bro. There's no polite way to put this, bro. This is elder abuse. He can't, he can't possibly be the Democrat nominee for president. He can't. There's no way he makes it through a debate with Trump. There's no way.
All right, play this one. Play this one. Let me share my screen.
Yeah. Also, you got to remember, they didn't let him do the presidential Super Bowl interview either. What you got?
play
that
one. The beer brewed here, it is used to make the brew beer in this refinery. Oh, Earth Rider, thanks for the Great Lakes. I wonder why it's called. The beer brewed here, it is used to make the brew beer.
Yo, that's just your guy. That's your guy.
Yo, you know what kills me? It's like when I hear people like, at least he's not sending out mean tweets. Like, what? Like, yo, bro. Yo. Ladies and gentlemen.
And look. Hold on.
And be
Bring up my screen
unburdened
again.
by what has been.
Bring up my screen. And this is what y'all want to run with now. Listen, all of y'all going to go with.
Can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been. You know? What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been.
Oh, she did the
what
face
can
shake.
be unburdened by what has been. What
Look at
can be unburdened by what has been. What we can see, what we believe can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. Who we can be unburdened by who we have been. What can be unburdened by what has been. Where we can be unburdened by where we have been and unburdened by where we are right now. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What could be unburdened by what had been. What can be unburdened by what has 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 been. Unburdened by what has been, believing in what can be. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. Can imagine what can be and be unburdened by.
Ladies and gentlemen, check it out.
I hope you today go into your day unburdened by what can be, by what has been.
By what has been. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been checking out Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. Make sure, because I got to do this. We cannot we will not go out of this episode without letting y'all know about what's about to happen coming up here live on the Urban Conservative tomorrow night. Ladies and tomorrow night, we have an interview. You do not want to miss this interview tomorrow night. We have Representative Kevin Crutchfield running for re-election to North Carolina State House District 82. It's been a very interesting primary. We're going to talk to him about the primary, about the election. We're going to talk a little bit about what he's done in the legislature. Raheem will be doing that interview because I'll be on my way to Mar-a-Lago tomorrow. But make sure you're with us tomorrow night at 8 p.m. for an interview with Kevin Crutchfield running for North Carolina State House. You do not want to miss that interview. And then also Monday night on the podcast, we got Jim Key running for North Carolina State Auditor. That is also an episode you do not want to miss. But ladies and gentlemen, for my twin brother Raheem, Architect Soto, I am Abdul Ali. You've been checking out the best 30-minute morning show on the interwebs. Top of the morning. Have a positive and productive day.
Because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com. March 5th, vote Jim Key for North Carolina State Auditor. He's the only candidate with federal auditing experience. Vote Jim Key, your key to accountability for North Carolina. Paid for by the